When you are ready, just start firing questions. Coach, just talk about how big this is for the city and for your program.
I mean, if there's one thing Louisville knows how to do is host events, especially athletic events, and following up the Derby and all the excitement of baseball at that time of the year. It's a great way to start the postseason. You know, we've had the fans excited about the regionals and the super regionals, but I can't promise we'll host again. But it is really cool knowing that the ACC tournament will be right here in Louisville, and just to show off the great support that the fans have, not just for the University of Louisville, but for college athletics.
When word came down that it was leaving North Carolina, was your initial thought that, hey, maybe we could get it?
I thought, yeah, you know how Louisville runs things and the support we get in this city, and didn't know with our history in the ACC, and didn't know if you felt like maybe they'd want to bring it somewhere where it's been before and throughout the ACC landscape. But it doesn't surprise me that when they visited 4 or 5 different locations, like a lot of people do, you fall in love with Louisville, and you get a comfort as to, man, these people know how to run events, and it was a proud feeling knowing that, you know, Louisville Slugger and the Olmers, that everybody stepped up, you know, made a great commitment for this.
Talk about the stadium and being able to have something like that in town.
It's a beautiful ballpark, and something we're proud of, and it's something you see once you come over the river, and it bears the name of the company that we love so much and use the product, Louisville Slugger. So I think it's a real treat. I think we always talk about the ACC tournament being an experience for the student athlete, and as well the families and the fans, and we just feel like, you know, coming to Louisville Slugger Field, it's going to be a great experience for all the student athletes that participate in it, for all the fan bases. I think it'll be a real treat, and that's what you want. You want the conference tournament to be a fun week for everybody.
And how much do you guys ever get to use or play on that field? I mean, you guys will be pretty jacked.
Not often, no, we don't. And it's a beautiful facility. I go over there every year to see our guys in AAA. So it's fun to get over there, but I'm really excited. I can only imagine our kids, how excited they'll be about playing on the field. And we've tried to work it out where we could play a game in the past and be a part of a doubleheader and things. So maybe we'll work a little more diligent now on trying to make that happen this spring.
Is that right? You all ever play a game?
I haven't. I believe they have before I got here, but in my 10 years, we haven't played there.
2003, I did. It's always been an advantage for Carolina, those guys to have their fans in Durham. How big of an advantage is it for you?
You know, you can say there's an advantage with the local fan base, but you know, sometimes there's more pressure put on the host team. And you look at the ACC tournament the last couple years. Florida State won it, Clemson won it, you know, so it wasn't one of the North Carolina schools. But it is so cool even when you're playing one of those North Carolina schools. So when we played North Carolina, the fan base that's there, that's what your kids ultimately want. So when we're playing or somebody playing against us, I would imagine those kids want to play in a good environment with 3, 4, hopefully 5,000, 6,000 fans.
What kind of tournament is this? What can fans expect to see from the teams that are represented there?
It's like a super PAC regional type atmosphere where, you know, when the ACC teams break from that tournament, you're talking number 1 seeds, national seeds, 4 or 5 host seeds, you know, so it's the tournament of all tournaments. I mean, it's such only one ACC school can come out of that, and then you realize, heck, 3, 4, 5 or so many can make it to Omaha. So it's harder to come out of the ACC tournament than it is, you feel, a regional or maybe even a super regional, and hopefully comparable to what you see in Omaha. So it's a lot of respect for all the teams, and you realize anybody, you know, is going to have the talent to win that tournament.
I remember talking to the Baseball America guy who said that is just loaded for the scouts, that event, as far as, I mean, just how many draft picks
and it's not, yeah, it's not just scouts, it's organizations are there. So you're talking general managers, scouting directors, and you know, last year for them to lock in on Will Smith, what a week he had in the ACC tournament, that was probably a boost to secure he was a first rounder. So it's a great opportunity for the student athletes, and Wake Forest, Clemson, you know, we had so many, Miami, we had so many first rounders last year, and what you do in the ACC tournament matters. So It's an attractive place for pro ball to be. So we'll have many organizations behind home plate that week.
Anything else for Coach? All right.